With the 2024 NBA draft now behind us, one topic has dominated the NBA buzz all week.
The Los Angeles Lakers select Bronny James.
And it's not about the top picks or team outlooks for next season. Surprisingly, it's all about a late second-round pick named LeBron James Jr., better known as Bronny James.
Who do you want to play with?
Bronny is number one on my list.
Man, Bronny definitely better than some of these cats I've been watching on League Pass today.
But why the fuss? It's because he's going to play in the NBA alongside his father, LeBron James. A scenario unlike anything we've ever seen before. It's so bizarre, it feels like fiction. But after years of speculation, it is now confirmed Bronny James will be an NBA player. As expected, the debate over Bronny's worth as a draft pick has already started. Critics argue that his selection is more about his famous last name than his actual skills. Scouts and GMs claim he isn't worth even a late second-round pick on his own merits, and that his real value is tied to the James legacy. But let's take a step back and ask, how significant is a second-round pick anyways? And is Bronny genuinely NBA material, or is he just in the spotlight because of his dad?
Bronny is number one on my list.
I gotta be on the floor with Bronny.
Let's take a deep dive into these questions and unpack what's really at stake. LeBron James and his son Bronny are on track to make history as the first father-son duo to play together in the NBA. A dream that seemed almost impossible when LeBron first talked about it years ago, but is now within reach. However, questions are swirling around Bronny's legitimacy as a player, and whether the Lakers' decision to pick him in the second round of the draft was a smart move or not. To understand this, we need to take a closer look at Bronny's potential as an NBA prospect. According to NBADraft.net, Bronny holds an overall rating of 88 across their 12 prospect metrics. This puts him on the lower end for second-round picks and future prospects over the past 3 years, but he still falls within the range of a typical mid to late first-round pick. During his one season in college basketball, he averaged 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, with shooting splits of 47% from the field, 30% from 3, and 69% from the free throw line. While these numbers don't scream NBA star, especially for a relatively undersized guard, they align with the average stats of late second-round picks who have played college ball over the last 5 years. So while Bronny's college numbers might not be overwhelming, they aren't out of line from where he was selected. However, Bronny James is arguably one of the least productive college prospects in NBA history. To put it into perspective, only 3 players in the entire history of the NBA have been drafted in the first 2 rounds with less than 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists per game in college. Numbers that align with or are even better than Bronny's college stats. These other prospects at least had the advantage of NBA-ready frames and physical tools, making Bronny's case for an NBA draft pick even harder to justify. Typically, late draft picks, even those who don't make an NBA roster, were key players in their college programs, often the first or second option. Bronny, on the other hand, was an undersized rotational player on a team that struggled to win half its games. It doesn't take an NBA scout to see that Bronny James' college career wasn't that of your usual second-round draft pick. But with the emergence of second-round sleepers like Nikola Jokic, Jalen Brunson, Herb Jones, and Jordan Clarkson in recent NBA history, the value of a second-round pick has never been higher. Advanced metrics have revealed how even a solid role player can significantly impact a winning team. Prospect scouting has become even more thorough than ever, and second-round picks now carry substantial weight in NBA trades. But just how valuable are these picks really? Well, over the past decade, 2013 to 2022, data shows that out of every 30 players drafted in the second round, about 6 never even play in the NBA. That's roughly 1 in 5 second-round picks who don't see any NBA action. Of the remaining 24 who do make a roster in their rookie season, about 17 manage to play a second season. From those 17 players, only around 8 become role players or rotational level contributors. Taking it further, on average, only 4 of these second-round picks go on to become starting caliber players in their careers. Approximately 1 in 8 players drafted in the second round. Lastly, out of the 298 players selected in the second round from 2013 to 2022, only 2 have become all-stars, Nikola Jokic and Jalen Brunson. Most second-round picks end up categorized by Basketball Reference as end-of-the-bench players or out of the league altogether. When considering how to use a second-round pick, the idea of drafting a player who becomes a significant contributor, a starter, or even a future MVP can often seem more valuable than the pick itself. Finding such a gem in the rough is rare, and passing up on a potential player of that caliber would be a great regret no front office wants to endure. However, the reality is that most second-round picks in the NBA draft end up as bench warmers. Do you know how the last few 55th overall picks were and how their careers are unfolding? Last year's 55th pick, Isaiah Wong, has played just one NBA game. Before him, Guy Santos managed 23 games over 2 seasons. Aaron Wiggins, picked up in 2021 at 55th, is having a solid start to his career. But Jay Scrubb, the pick before him, is already out of the league. As a late second rounder, if Bronny James can contribute positively in any capacity in the NBA, he'll already exceed expectations. And really, that's the crux of it all. While it would be incredible if Bronny develops into a player like Davion Mitchell or Aaron Holiday, the real win is if he brings any net positive value to his team. Late draft picks historically go to players overlooked or underperforming their potential, offering teams a low-risk, high-reward opportunity. But let's be honest here though, this is blatant nepotism. LeBron James leveraging his influence for his son's shot in the NBA isn't new. It's been happening for decades with players, coaches, executives, and owners. Yet now we scrutinize it more than ever because it's LeBron and Bronny. But imagine the chance to play in the NBA with your child. It's an opportunity no one would pass up despite any ethical debates. LeBron and Bronny have the unique chance to make history together, a prospect far more valuable than any late second-round pick. So, is Bronny James ready for the NBA? That is the million-dollar question, and the truth is, only time will tell. There is no doubt he has the bloodlines and the work ethic, but the NBA is a different beast. But that's what makes it exciting. We get to witness the journey of a young player with a legendary name on his back. Will he carve his own path? Will he learn from his pops on the court? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Is Bronny ready to take on the NBA? And be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single moment of Bronny's rookie season. We'll be right here breaking it down game after game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.